15 unique and creative ways to buy a home, even on a low income. Before we continue, we are going to do an overview of the 15 ways to buy real estate on a low income. But if you'd like to do a deep dive into this, check out Alpha Lifestyle Academy, llc.com/real estate. Or if you are following along with us in the article, click on the link. Now let's dive back into this. 15 creative ways to buy a home, even in today's market, with a low income. The American dream to own your own home is still alive in 2026 and beyond. The rules of home ownership has changed. Not everyone can afford a home today by following the rules of the past. Over the last few years, with skyrocketing home prices, inflation, and other economic factors that impact your ability to achieve the American dream of owning a home. 1. Co-buying with friends or family. This is exactly what it sounds like. Buying a home with people you trust. Instead of one person carrying the full down payment and mortgage, you split it. That instantly lowers the barrier to entry. Why this works. Prices are high. Incomes haven't kept up. Teaming up is often smarter than struggling alone. Important, get a written agreement. Who pays what? Who owns what? What happens if someone wants out? This isn't about emotion, it's about clarity. 2. Rent-to-own agreements. You rent a home today with the option to buy it later. Part of your rent goes toward the purchase. Why this works. You lock in the price now while fixing credit, saving money, or stabilizing income. Important, read every word of the contract. Make sure your rent credit actually applies to the purchase and that the price is clearly defined. 3. Shared equity programs. An investor or program helps with your down payment in exchange for a percentage of future equity. Why this works. Less cash up front gets you in the door sooner. Important. Know how equity is split when you sell or refinance. This is a trade-off, not free money. 4. Buying a fixer-upper. You buy a cheaper home that needs work and improve it over time. Why this works. You're buying potential, not perfection. Sweat equity still counts. Important. Make sure the home is solid. Cosmetic fixes are fine. Structural nightmares are not. 5. Using cryptocurrency. Some sellers accept crypto for down payments or even full purchases. Why this works. If your wealth is in crypto, this turns digital gains into real assets. Important, crypto prices move fast. Timing matters. Lock values carefully. 6. House hacking. Buy a multi-unit home, live in one unit, rent the others. Why this works. Tenants help pay your mortgage, sometimes most of it. Important, no local rental rules. Being a landlord is a business, not a hobby. 7. Seller financing. The seller becomes the bank. Why this works. More flexible terms, fewer hoops, especially helpful for self-employed buyers or non-traditional income. Important, use an attorney. Make it legal. Make it fair. 8. Crowdfunding. Your down payment. Friends, family, or your network contribute toward your down payment. Why this works. First-time buyers often have support. They just never ask. Important, be transparent. People want to help when they know the plan. 9. Foreclosures and auctions. Homes sold by banks or at auction, often below market value. Why this works. You can buy equity on day one. Important, do your homework. Some properties come with repairs, liens, or surprises. 10. Tiny homes or prefab homes. Smaller homes, lower costs, faster builds. Why this works. Less house equals less debt equals more freedom. Important, check zoning, utilities, and land rules before buying. 11. Employer home assistance. Some employers offer grants, loans, or down payment help. Why this works. It's a benefit many people never ask about. Important. Know the conditions, like how long you must stay employed. 12. Live work properties. A home with space for a business, office, or rental unit. Why this works. Your home helps pay for itself. Important, confirm zoning and business rules. 13, free money. Yes, real free money. Grants, assistance programs, forgivable loans, and housing incentives. Why this works. This money exists to be used, but most people don't know where to look. Important, programs change by location. You need guidance to stack them correctly. 14, micro revenue. Small income streams that add up. Renting a room, storage space, parking, short-term rentals, or home-based services. Why this works. Combined with free money, micro revenue can help you qualify or fund your down payment. Important, it takes creativity and effort, but for the right person, it works. 15, home giveaways contests where a home is the prize, often run by brands, influencers, or nonprofits. Why this works. Low cost to enter. Life-changing upside. Important, verify legitimacy. Understand taxes, fees, and rules if you win. Final thought. Home ownership is out of reach for most people not because they are lazy, but because nobody showed them their options. If the traditional path doesn't work for you, that doesn't mean home ownership is off the table. It means you need a smarter strategy. And once you see these strategies, you realize something important. Buying a home isn't just about money. It's about creativity, structure, and knowing what's possible. If you are following along with us in the article, click on the link or visit alphalifestyleacademyllc.com/real estate where we'll dive into this on a deeper level.